Hi friends, so today we're working on Unit 4, Lesson 21, page 209. You will see right at the very tippy top of this one, it says solve two-step problems. Think about the first step question, then solve the problem. So that means we're gonna break this into two different pieces, and it's gonna require us to read it once, solve a little bit, read it again, and solve the rest. So Unit 4, Lesson 21, page 209. These are often a little trickier for second graders because there are two steps to them. So I really encourage you to slow down a little bit and make sure that your smartest thinking brain is engaged and you are able to take the time and energy to do this. This will take some brain power. It will take a little extra time. Even though there are only 3 equations on this page, there's actually 6 because there's 2 things to do in each one of these. A farmer has 2 crates of milk bottles for sale. Each crate has 24 bottles. He sells 35 bottles. How many bottles of milk are left? So what we know here is he has 2 crates. So that's kind of some hidden information in here. A farmer has 2 crates of milk bottles for sale. Each crate has 24 bottles. So we need to figure out how many bottles does he have in all first. So we need to add 24 plus 24. 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 2 is 4. So we are starting with 48. This is our new total. So we had 24 and 24. That equaled 48. Now we're going to have a new math mountain. This time we'll have 48 up on top. He sold 35. So we know the total and we know one of the partners, and we have to figure out that other partner. So he sells 35 bottles. How many bottles of milk are left? So when there were we had 2 crates with 24 in each, we had 48. And now he sold some out of that 48. He sold 35 of them. So we need to subtract 48 minus 35. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. So he has 13 bottles left. There is a lot of extra thinking that goes into this. I did that quickly, but I had to go back and reread that over and over and over. The next one I'm going to take a little bit slower, and you are going to help me out. When I ask a question, make sure that you unmute yourself and give me an answer to that question. Are you ready to start? Okay, let's go. There are 26 children at the library. 12 are girls and the rest are boys. Then 7 more boys come to the library. How many boys are at the library now? So right now, we're going to ask that question. Do we know how many children total are at the library? Yeah, there are 26 children at the library. How many are girls? Correct. There are 12 girls. How many are boys? The rest. We don't know how many are boys, and so we're going to put a mystery box there. So what information do we need to figure out before we can figure out the total of boys? Thank you. We need to figure out how many boys we started with. How are we going to do that? Nice thinking. Yes, we are going to subtract 26 minus 12 because the rest of them will be boys. 6 minus 2. Go ahead and write the total, or write the answer in chat, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, 6 minus 2 is 4. 2 minus 1 is 1, so we have 14. So now we know that 14 is there. We needed to figure out how many are boys. So the rest are boys. We could say, and 14 are boys. Then 7 more boys come to the library. How many boys are in the library now? Okay, so if we were to make a math mountain, we would know that we have 7 boys that just came. How many were there before? Yeah, we had 14. So what are we going to do to find the total of how many boys are in the library? Yeah, we're going to add 14 plus 7. Go ahead and put your answer in the chat. Yeah, this is a pretty easy one. So we have 21 boys total. All right, make sure we can still see all this. Yes, we can. Actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. Okay, the next one says Jeff has 2 boxes of crayons and 15 other crayons. Each box contains 36 crayons. How many crayons does Jeff have altogether? How can we figure out how many crayons Jeff has? What are we going to add together? Yeah, we need to figure out how many crayons he has for those 2 boxes. So we're going to add 36 plus 36. So our first math mountain would look like this. Whoops. 36 and 36, and we need to find the total. Go ahead and put the answer of 36 plus 36 in the chat. All right, now that we know that there are 72 boxed crayons, how do we figure out how many crayons Jeff has altogether? So we know he has 72. We're trying to figure out the total. So what are we going to add to 72 to find that total? Yeah, we're going to add 15 to it. So now we have 72 plus 15. Go ahead and write your answer in the chat. Take a photograph of this when you're finished and turn it in to me.